So for my DTS outreach, I went to Banabon, Cambodia. We went to teach English. And it was funny because we were supposed to sign up for English classes, and I looked at the list after praying, and I said, like, wow, hey, there's no English classes left. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I looked down at the list, and there was, it said guitar classes, level 1, and I was like, well, I can play guitar. So, yeah, I'll do that. And it was kind of funny because I went down to look at the guitars, and there was holes in them, and they were missing strings, and they were like brown and kind of rusted. I was like, wow, this is going to be really interesting. Throughout the class, the students, we really got to know each other, and a lot of them speak very good English, and then some didn't, and so I had a translator guy. But one of the classes, halfway through that, I was going to make a sheet of why do you want to learn guitar? What songs would you like to learn? Do you have a guitar at home? And I put a Bible verse at the bottom, actually Psalms 104:33, which is I will sing praise to the Lord all my life, sing praises to Him. And I had a student, Linda, come up to me after class, and she said, hey, teacher, what book is this from? I've never seen this, I like it. And I said, oh, it's the Bible. And she didn't know what the Bible was. And I said, Jesus, the main character in the Bible, and she had no idea who Jesus was. And I asked her about God, and she had no idea who God was. And I was just kind of blown away that, in Cambodia there's all these idols and all these temples, and yet she didn't know the real God, her real Father. She just knew all these fake things. And so I decided to go get her a Bible from upstairs, and luckily it was in her language, in Khmer, and so she could actually read it. And she asked, why are some letters red? And I said, that's when Jesus speaks. It's red. It's very important what He says. And so she got really excited to read what Jesus said. So the next class, she comes back. We're talking about it. We kind of pray a little bit together. And she asks, can Jesus be, my God? Can I have Him? I said, yes, He wants to be your God. And so we prayed about it. She said the prayer. She repeated after me that whole thing. And afterwards, she opened her eyes and she looked at me and she was like, I feel so warm and I just feel so special. And it just was the most amazing thing to see that, because that's what God's been wanting since the day she was born, for her to feel special and for her to feel loved. And it finally happened in my guitar class with broken guitars and 6 students that I wasn't even prepared for. It's just the coolest thing. And then, throughout the rest of the time, we would pray, we would talk, and she, got with people from the YDC and goes to the Bible study still. It's just growing more and more. To see that happening in something that I thought was so small and insignificant, God just blew my mind and said, it doesn't matter what you do. I want to do things in people's lives. Are you willing to help me? And that happened on my DTS outreach.